Because education is something that shapes future generations and how they think and their values and beliefs.
Together with Veronica, decided one of the key areas of our interest will be education, because we believe education is a core element for future of the world. As soon as we learned about UWC concept, we found this is exactly what we are looking for us, and we started to work together.
And we like the concept of UWC as the one that doesn't have any domination of any culture over another.
Without building this type of school in this region, you cannot believe that the peace will come one day in this region.
Exactly for the reason that it is located in such a complicated geographic location. Aurora Humanitarian Initiative are unique people who save lives and help other people and think positively. Aurora scholarships were for the students, for young people from conflicting zones. We wanted to bring Armenia into the world and to bring the world into Armenia.
I'm strongly convinced that Dilijan School already became the catalyzer of many transformation, social, economical, in Dilijan town.
UWC Dilijan is not the bubble, it's part of the ecosystem.
The impact is significant. It will be more every year.
Investment in education means investment in the future.
Good evening, dear ambassadors, esteemed guests, UWC community, and friends. Welcome to the 10th anniversary of UWC Dilijan. My name is Nubar Afeyan.
And I'm Anna Afeyan.
We're really happy to be here today. These bring great memories to us. We're just going to kick us off with a couple of quick comments. My first memory of this place is about 12 years ago when I had the chance to visit with Ruben and his late father. And he brought his father and I to come and see the land that they had acquired, which at the time was completely barren with a couple of really ugly buildings up on the mountain there. And from that moment, I could see him, and through him, Veronica, beaming with their imagination really of what this could become. There's a saying that I really love repeating, and I want to just use it for tonight, and I hope students will kind of take it away. It's a saying from George Bernard Shaw, and it says, "Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and then you create what you will." This is the product of their imagination, their will, their desire, and their creation, with a little bit of help from many of us who were able to join on this journey.
So I will just add that we are very happy that to see 10 years of hard work by students particularly, but also by their educators, the board, everyone that has supported the school for 10 years. The gift of kind of an excellent education, there's no better gift, I would say. And we just want to congratulate everyone on this 10th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Hello, nice to see everyone again. I'm Alice Petrosian. I am a member of the UWCD board, and I'm honored to be here to celebrate this 10th anniversary. Years ago, 15 plus years ago, a young man and I from the U.S. Ambassador's Office, USAID, were having breakfast, and it was 8 a.m., and this man walked by, and the person I was having breakfast with pointed and said, "See that man? Yes, that's Ruben Vartanyan, and he's a visionary. He is going to make a difference for Armenia." That was my introduction, never thinking that our paths would cross again. Forgive me if I get tearful. I met then Veronica, and she was the chair of Teach for Armenia, and I was on the board. In between that time, I had visited the campus as it was being built, and I was not an advocate of it. In fact, I questioned the reality of a new independent country investing so much money in a school where it wasn't going to be all Armenians. Well, Veronica slowly kept saying, "Come see, come listen, come visit." And as a lifelong educator, I did. Our worry was my husband and I usually passed this gorgeous place going to villages whose schools were in really poor conditions. Veronica, thanks to you, I now know what your vision was, and I believe in it. But the person that we are missing tonight is Ruben. I hope you will join me in thanking Ruben for being not just this project, but many projects. And I was hoping his picture would be up, for all that he has done. And sure enough, that young man 15 years ago was right. Ruben would and has made a difference. I hope he can hear our spirit and our love for him. So will you join me in giving a standing ovation and thanking this man for bringing this wonderful school to us. Thank you. I'm sure in an unjust world, he has felt our spirit today in a prison in Baku where he has never been told why he is there. With that, may the spirit continue. May you all join us, our students, our staff, and our friends here, our donors and friends, to fight for the release of our visionary, our friend, our family member, Ruben Vartanyan. Thank you.
Barevzes. One of the friends I made here is not only people, but this instrument, duduk. Meet my friend. This body is an apricot tree from Armenia, and this is a reed from Artsakh. I travel with them everywhere in the world. Now I'm very happy to bring them back to their home country and let you hear their song. And I'm very honored to perform with Arsen Petrosyan and Astrid Snetsuns. Arsen is teaching duduk to current students already for 3 years. So we are playing 3 Komitas songs. Please enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. If you get a clap before you speak, you bow down and you go away. It's homecoming for me because it is in this place, in this school, where I began my journey and my love affair with the United World Colleges. Veronica was a member of the board, and they invited me here so that the council and the boards of the schools and the heads and the chairs of the school would decide if they liked me well enough for me to take the position of being the chair of all our 18 schools. And of course, if I liked them too. And we liked each other. And I have never looked back. It was not love at first sight, because the United World Colleges has been in existence for 62 years. And 3 years ago, as a board, we said we were going to celebrate the 60 years of the United World Colleges, but to do so, we needed to celebrate at every space who we are, because if we stayed only 60 years, we would only have Atlantic School. And so I come back here, having visited 12 schools of our 18 schools, having attended a number of the celebrations of different ages in the last 3 weeks, 50 years of Pearson, 10 years of Robert Bosch, and here today, another 10 years. I want to tell you, I come to you with experience. So I want to share in 2 minutes 3 things that I would like you to remember. One, I want you to remember that we really look good together. And we look good together because we have certain things that bind us, so that when you meet a person, a child who has been selected and gone through the orientation by the National Committee, that young person is going to tell you they are a UWC before they even go to the school. And I have witness for that. And you can ask any of your new ones who are only 1 month old. The reason they do so is that during orientation, we talk about who we are together and the values that bind us, and that we are about education for excellency, but also education for peace. What I want you to remember that the experience that I have learned is that education for peace is not easy stuff. We are committing, and our students, and especially our teachers, and those who care for the well-being of our schools, those who cook their food, are committed to making our vision work. And I bring you in this space the many people with whom we collaborate at every level to make UWC schools work. The second thing that I would like you to remember is that peace is not cheap, or it's not one thing, or it's not the absence of war. We all know that. That's not my original saying. It depends where you're sitting. But if you really believe peace comes by justice, which is what we try to tell to our students, then justice is never just us. And that means we will have certain constraints even as we try to interpret this. And I see it when I visit our schools in the discussions. I have had opportunity to sit with students and debate and hear them out. And I like the fact that their views don't always agree, but they stay in the discussion table. They stay in the schools. This is what we are together. And lastly, I would like you to remember we are on a journey. We are travelers together. We collaborate on this journey, and there have been many people before us, as was said this morning by our Executive Director, Faith. Among them, we've had people like Nelson Mandela as the president of this organization. When we think of Nelson Mandela, we think of someone who went through the struggles and came out the other way around. When I think of one of our founders, Ruben, I focus my eyes on the life of Nelson Mandela. And I say, there are people who go through the fire of life. And God willing, they come out of that fire and influence more change. I saw this in my lifetime. So I come to you as my job description as the International Board Chair is to talk about who we are together, to celebrate that together. I congratulate you, and I tell you, we look healthy, good, focused, determined together as the United World Colleges. And I hope that wherever you are, a parent, a student, a donor, a supporter, your eye will stay on the needle, because education is forever. It does not go out of fashion. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. You're in for a treat now. It's called a head timeline. We represent the heads who have been here in school since the beginning. Unfortunately, my predecessor, John Puddifoot, couldn't make it, but I will tell you his stories of how he and the students would go and get their packets of food and bring them from down in the village and bring them back, how they climbed over bags of cement, and how they actually helped to carry the furniture in. They were the pioneers. Things weren't quite finished, but did it matter? No. The joy, I think, that they all found in it was there. And then, after that headmaster, along came another headmaster. They had real problems working out why I was a female. However, they eventually accepted that, and I don't think I ever did get them to call me the headmistress, but there you are. I approve of that. The 2 years I spent here were very special. I had the privilege that one does when a building is finished. All that hard work has been done, all the planning, all the building, it's all been done, and I got to decorate it. It was establishing by decoration, by the way, I don't mean I got the paintbrush out, I meant we decorated the college with what the students saw as their lifestyle here in the college. We argued like mad who had which classroom. I think we moved the language department 4 times, but it didn't matter. We were there establishing this rather wonderful school. I think one of my joys was remembering planting cherry trees, donated by Grant, and they were sitting there in the garden shed doing nothing. But we started something new. We actually had started a primary school. What was that? Nobody had heard of it. But we moved the builders out and said, we want your building. And we established the primary school, and we decorated it with those wonderful cherry trees that are now forming part of the entrance to the school. Thank you, Grant. And I could tell you lots more stories like that, but I think the contribution of the years from 2016 to 2018 were about taking on some of those wonderful ceremonies that have been established. My first introduction to the students was at 5 o'clock in the morning, waking up and thinking there was a riot. I ran downstairs to find that it was the second year, welcoming the first year, and gracefully carrying their cases into the tune. And that set the tone, didn't it? And so it went on. All of those established, I don't want to call them habits, they were just celebrations, and they kept going, and they began to establish and promote the joy of the school. I would also like to say that whatever we said at the time, whatever is still being said, our students work their socks off. They may not do it when it's obvious, but they always do. They don't always come up in time, but they do work hard and they do come up with the results. So well done, students, and I'll now hand you over to the very charming man who unfortunately can't be here tonight. Sadly, he underwent emergency surgery, but in spirit, he's with us, and he was the next headmaster in the timeline.
I am Gabriel Ernesto Abad Fernandez. I was the head of UWC Dilijan from 2018 to 2023. I am really sorry that I can't be there due to some recent health issues. Still, at a distance, I'm celebrating with you the 10th anniversary of a beautiful idea that came true. The Armenian UWC, a global school connecting the beautiful country of Armenia and the people of Armenia with the world, the local and the global. I was privileged to be there during the opening ceremony and remember thinking while my passport was being stamped at Varnot's airport as I left the country, how impressed I was with the country, the people, and of course, the school. Little could I imagine that I would be returning to become an ABC, an Armenian by choice, joining the school to lead it for 5 years. As Dickens put it, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, with many beautiful highlights, but also the low points of the war and the pandemic. During that time, we intentionally renovated and strengthened our Armenian roots, implementing Armenian literature as a subject and Armenian language lessons for our new students, making the most of a host country as a learning ecosystem, launching the Samsung Innovation Campus to equip young Armenians with the skills needed for the 21st century workplace, even becoming the host for an Armenian football team before our own team joined the Armenian League. Perhaps the best way to exemplify this is by the amount of Armenian ambassadors that the school continues to produce every year. The pride of our graduates and staff when talking about Armenia, the sheer number of them who keep returning to the country, in some cases even to study and work there, is something that rightfully makes us proud. I cannot end this message without doing two things. Firstly, mentioning Ruben and Veronica. We're all expecting good news about Ruben. Their dream, supported by those who helped them turn it into a reality, was visionary and will continue to have an impact on many lives, not only in Dilijan and the rest of Armenia, but in the wider world. Secondly, I want to send my warmest greetings to all of you, and in particular to the UWCD team, the faculty, the staff, and the staff of Art Lunch, A-Security, Rodeco, and ProMS. What you have achieved is really outstanding, and serving all of you as a head was an honor for me. Now it's time for me to conclude wishing the whole UWC community a very happy, peaceful, and prosperous 10th anniversary. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Adam Armansky, and I'm currently in my second year as head of United World College Dilijan. And despite what you might guess from my last name or what Veronica might tell you about it, this role is my first connection with Armenia. But it has been very, very eventful journey. My time here started amidst the exodus from Nagorno-Karabakh, and it was the first experience for me to be so close to a military conflict. It made me realize how lucky and how privileged I had been so far. So there was a lesson in the complexities of the region that no textbook could capture. However, as I said earlier today, it made us come together as a community and provide support and help to those in need. A lot of these actions we took together with the Dilijan Community Center, an organization that is also celebrating its 10th anniversary, and it was also established by Ruben and Veronica with a view to improving the quality of life in Dilijan and the Dilijan region. We have also invested a lot of energy into developing Dilijan International School. That started with 4 students, now it has 94. It's governed by the same board of directors, and it's growing stronger for the benefit of both sections of the school. However, as I reflect on this past year, it is clear that the strength of any community is not only in its members' diverse backgrounds and skill sets that complement each other, but even more importantly, it lies in the members' shared commitment to each other. True community is about being there for one another, even when it's not the easiest or more convenient path. It's about prioritizing the collective good and supporting others, sometimes at the expense of our own comfort or interests. This spirit of selflessness, compassion, and dedication is the UWC glue that binds people together for a life of impact. So as we celebrate the 10th anniversary, I'm grateful to be part of this journey, and I'm excited for what lies ahead. Thank you.
dear members of UWC family, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, it is my immense pleasure to speak to you today because when I was reflecting whom I represent, it turns out that I represent Dilijan in general. Because what started in Dilijan in 2013 became a Dilijan Renaissance, as I call it. There were several institutions which were the pillars of Dilijan Renaissance. One of them being UWC, the second one, without any presumptions, would be the central bank. Because we built our training and research center here. But the second TUMO after Yerevan was financed and sponsored by the central bank and built in Dilijan. And then we had a school, and then their funny stories started. But I want to mention one person, only one person, whom should we celebrate today. That person is Veronica. Because her vision for Dilijan and for the school was immense. Once Nelson Mandela said, usually it seems impossible until it's done. There were many skeptics who didn't believe that we will gonna make it. And if you remember, any of you, Dilijan in 2014, it was not a vibrant city at all. But with the school and with the help from other helpers, we were able to build community, and we reached out to community. And now it's the place where many families move to live, and then in the morning you can buy a croissant with coffee, which was a KPI for Veronica in terms of Dilijan making a success. So I'll be very short and tell that 10 years later, it gives me a great joy to say that Dilijan is well on its way to becoming the thriving hub for knowledge and excellence that we know it can be. I congratulate UWC Dilijan for all that it has achieved over the past decade and the important role it has played in raising the bar for educational excellence in Armenia and beyond. I'm eagerly waiting to see many more successes to come for next decades and beyond. Thank you very much.
Դպրոցի հիմնադրումը շրջադարձային ազդեցություն է ունեցել Դիլիջանի եւ ընդհանրապես տարածաշրջանի վրա առնվազն երկու առումով նախ ստեղծվել են բազմաթիվ հնարավորություններ զբաղվածության եւ տնտեսական ակտիվության տեսանկյունից, ինչը էապես բարելավել է տեղաբնակների կենսամակարդակը եւ երկրորդ Դիլիջանում ձևավորվել է միջավայր, որտեղ բոլորս հնարավորություն ունենք շփվելու տարբեր մշակույթների եւ քաղաքակրթությունների տեր անձանց հետ, ինքներս ոգեշնչվելով նոր գաղափարներով եւ ընդլայնելով մեր մտահորիզոնը։ Կենտրոնական բանկը յուրաքանչյուր տարի կազմակերպում է պրակտիկայի ծրագիր, որին մասնակցում են ինչպես հայաստանյան, այնպես էլ արտասահմանյան բուհերի ուսանողները, եւ շուրջ 2 տարի է, ինչ մենք դիմորդներ ենք ներգրավում նաեւ UWC դպրոցից, ովքեր 2 ամիս շարունակ աշխատում են մեր հետազոտական նախագծերի վրա, հնարավորություն ունենալով իրենց տեսական գիտելիքները կիրառելու կոնկրետ բնույթի խնդիրների լուծման համար։
2014 թվականից քաղաքը ամբողջությամբ փոխվեց, ամեն ինչ փոխվեց, տրամադրությունը քաղաքի փոխվեց։ Ես եկել եմ այստեղ 3 տարի առաջ եւ խոսում էի մարդկանց հետ, ովքեր այստեղ ապրում են, իրենք շատ հետաքրքիր մի փաստ են պատմել, որը ես կյանքում չեմ մոռանա։ Ասել են, որ մարդիկ սկսել են սովորել օտար լեզուներին եւ նույնիսկ տաքսիստները, որոնք 60 տարեկան պապիկը սկսել է սովորել անգլերենը, որովհետեւ ինքը դրանից առաջ երբևիցե չի առնչվել օտար երկրությունների հետ։ Ասում եմ իմ համար կարևոր է, որ UWC երեխեքը նստում են, ես իրանց հետ կարանամ շփվեմ, իրենք սկսել են սովորել անգլերեն այսպիսով, հա։
Delivery element. Ես տաքսի չեցեմ, դպրոցի բացելուց մեքենա վերցրի եւ առաջի օրվանից աշխատում եմ դպրոցի վրա։ Հավազու Իմ բիզնեսի 30-ից 40%-ը եկամուտ ստանում եմ դպրոցից։ Առաքում, տաքսի, every day delivery every day. Good student. Մինչև դպրոցը Դիլիջանը մյուս ձև էր, իսկ հիմա արդեն արտասահմանցիները առօրյա մեր կյանքում են, իրաց մշակույթն ենք վերնում մեզ, քաղաքի համար օգտակար, ասենք կաֆեներն են աշխատում, տաքսիներն են աշխատում, խանութներն են աշխատում, դպրոցը շատ օգտակար է քաղաքին։
Դիլիջան տեղափոխվելուց առաջ, նույնիսկ իմ համար, մեր ընտանիքի համար, շատ կարևոր էր, որ այստեղ կար միջազգային դպրոց։ Ես այսպես երազանքով լի էի եւ տեսնում էի իր ամբողջ պոտենցիալը։ Ինձ շատ դուր էր գալիս, որ Դիլիջանում կա դպրոց, որտեղ որ աշխարհի տարբեր երկրներից, շատ բազմազան մարդիկ գալիս են այստեղ սովորելու եւ բերում են իրենց հետ իրենց մշակույթը։ Անընդհատ Դիլիջանի մասին խոսելուց շեշտում եմ, որ Դիլիջանը Հայաստանի ամենաբազմազան քաղաքն է դարձել եւ առաջին հերթին UWC պատճառով։
Քանի որ բոլորիս նպատակը եւ առաքելությունը մեկն է, ստեղծել յուրահատուկ արժեք համայնքի պատանիների համար եւ ստեղծելով այդ արժեքը պատանիների համար ինքնաբերաբար գալիս է, որ մի ամբողջ սերունդ է կրթվում, մենք հասկանալով այդ ամեն ինչը հրաշալի համագործակցում ենք, այսինքն մեր ուսանողները, Թումոյի ուսանողները կրթություն են ստանում թե այբում, թե միջազգային դպրոցում եւ հակառակը։ Այսինքն եթե բոլորիս ուղղվածությունը եւ նպատակը մեկն է, մենք միանշանակ հաջողելու ենք։
The Dilijan Community Center initially was established as a platform for collaboration between the international students from UWC and the local youth. 16 local students have had the opportunity to study at UWC schools worldwide, many of whom have gone on to attend top universities globally. They return to their hometown with valuable knowledge and experiences, demonstrating how the involvement of UWC has opened the doors for these young people to achieve academic excellence and pursue promising futures.
One of the most important lessons that UWC taught me is the importance to be open-minded, tolerance and respect towards other cultures and religion. Having the opportunity to be a part of UWC and seeing every day and communicating with motivated individuals inspired me to strive for greatness. I really like the quote of Ruben Vartanian. He likes to say that future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And thanks to UWC, we are dreamers and doers, and we're ready to change the world.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anna Hovanesyan, and I have been working at the school cafeteria without lunch for 10 years. I love food, and our team works hard to provide good meals and service every day. With students and staff from over 80 countries, we know it's not always easy to make everyone happy. Armenian food is rich and tasty, and we try to include dishes from different cultures so that everyone feels welcome. Sharing a meal is important to us, and we are proud to show the spirit of Armenia. We hope that our friends from around the world feel at home when they enjoy our food. Thank you so much.
Добрый вечер. Меня зовут Еганян Лилия. Я работаю в UWC уже несколько лет в компании ProMS Cleaning, которая несет ответственность за чистоту и порядок в школе. Когда я пришла поступать на работу, то, что меня воодушевило, это строгая дисциплина и безукоризненная чистота. Все сферы обслуживания нашей школы взаимосвязаны друг с другом. Мы выполняем нелегкую работу, но мы стараемся, работаем с удовольствием в благоприятной обстановке и рады, когда видим результат. Улыбки нам, наших детей. Открытие UWC в 2014 году для нашего города Дилижана было великим достижением. Приятно видеть и осознавать, что в UWC учатся не только дети из разных стран мира, но и дети нашей страны. Учатся и работают дети из города Дилижана. В моем случае мой сын Еганян Тигран и его жена Элина тоже работают в UWC ассистентами учителей. Надеюсь, мои внуки будут тоже учиться в этой школе. Зато за все то, что мы имеем на сегодняшний день, за 10 лет в UWC, мы все гордимся UWC. Разрешите поблагодарить наших уважаемых Рубена Вартаняна и Веронику Зонабенд за их доброту, любовь к детям и огромное великодушие. От всего нашего коллектива поздравляем вас, руководство школы, всех гостей, присутствующих, отсутствующих, и всех поздравляем с юбилеем UWC. Желаем вам здоровья, терпения и дальнейшего жизненного процветания. Мира вам и добра. Спасибо.
Բարև ձեզ, իմ անունը Արսեն է։ Ես գլխավոր այգեպանն եմ, Ծագումով Դիլիջանից եմ, որը հայտնի է իր բնական գեղեցկությամբ։ Մեր դպրոցը գտնվում է հիասքանչ տարածքում, այս վայրի դիրքը իսկապես ամեն ոք լում է հիանում է, հիացած է մնում շրջապատի շքեղ տեսարաններով, բայց բաց տարածքներ խնամելը հատկապես հաճելի եղանակին բարձրացնում է տրամադրությունը, դժվար է չզգալ երջանկություն և շրջապատված ես բնությամբ։ Դիլիջանը գեղեցիկ է տարվա բոլոր եղանակներին։ Ես վայելում եմ դպրոցի աշխույժ միջավայրը, ուսանողների և անձնակազմի ներկայությունը, ինչը աշխատանքը ավելի կենդանի է դարձնում և թույլ չի տալիս, որ այն դառնա միապաղաղ։ Միշտ հաճելի է տեսնել, ինչպես են մարդիկ հիանում մեր ծաղիկներով, թփերով, ծառերով։ Ամեն տարի մենք նոր ծառեր ենք տնկում, ի պատիվ այն երկրների, որոնք ներկայացված են դպրոցում։ Մինչ այժմ տնկել ենք մոտ 120 ծառ շրջանավարտների պուրակում, որոնք խորհրդանշում են 120 տարբեր երկրների ուսանողներին։ Երբեք չէի պատկերացնի, որ Դիլիջանում ապրելը ինձ հնարավորություն կտա շփվելու այսքան բազմազան և միջազգային համայնքի հետ։ Շնորհակալություն։
Ողջունում եմ բոլորին, հարգելի մասնակիցներ, հարգելի ծնողներ, հարգելի հյուրեր։ Նախ ուզում եմ շնորհակալություն հայտնել այս դպրոցի կազմակերպիչներին, բոլոր այն կառույցներին, որոնք Samsung Innovation Campus-ը դարձրել են իրականություն այս դպրոցում։
Это как некое зерно, которое падает на какую-то землю. Но вырастет оно, и что из него получится, чахлый кустик или какой-то вот замечательный платан огромный, большой и высокий, зависит прежде всего, конечно, от преподавателей и администрации той площадки, в которой реализуется эта программа. И вот я вижу, что как раз Дилижан — это такая благодатная земля, и Армения. И ребята молодцы, и преподаватели, и то, что мы видим в результате, это одни из самых сильных результатов, которые есть среди наших очень большого количества площадок. У нас их было около 70. И по праву площадка в UWC колледже сейчас занимает одно из сильнейших мест.
And distinguished guests, I am Artem Jahangirian, a second-year student at UWC Dilijan and a proud Armenian from Artsakh, also known as Nagorno-Karabakh. I first came to know the UWC Dilijan through the Samsung Innovation Campus, a program that not only introduced me to the world of technologies, but also paved the way for future excellent academic opportunities, for which I am extremely grateful. The Samsung Innovation Campus gives all of the opportunities for the Armenian youth to be active leaders in the STEM fields, for which I'm also very grateful. With those knowledge, I was able to win the Samsung IT contest in the programming nomination, thereby becoming the Samsung Innovation Campus ambassador. And with it, now it's my greatest honor and pleasure to introduce Mr. C.S. Lee, the CEO and President of the Samsung Electronics CIS RHQ, to the stage.
Thank you, Artem. My name is C.S. Lee, and I'm working together with Samsung team in CIS office. Samsung team, would you stand up? And okay. First of all, it's a great honor to celebrate 10th anniversary of UWC Dilijan together. And more than that, I was healed by togetherness with good people, with goodwill, to make better society. So I was really healed today. Thank you. So taking this opportunity, I'd like to appreciate UWC board and talented students and their parents with excellent and impressive partnership of Samsung Innovation Campus. Thank you for giving the time. Under Samsung's CSR vision of Together for Tomorrow, enabling people, we are proud of our partnership with UWC Dilijan that empower and support the next generation to achieve their full potential and pioneer positive social changes. People and prosperity, this is at the core of Samsung corporate philosophy. The youth have unlimited potential. They may achieve innovations that history will take note of. For this generation that could change the world, Samsung Electricity will focus on education. As UWC Dilijan marks 10 years of success, I wish UWC will continue its successful mission of preparing young innovators and future leaders together with Samsung Electronics. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lee, for your inspiring words. So I know that Mr. Lee has a surprise for us. Can we please invite Ms. Veronica Zonabend, the co-founder of our school, to the stage?
We prepared a small gift, but it is a little bit bigger to carry on, so I will just give the certificate and we'll deliver.
Wow, it's such a generous gift to the community. It's Samsung digital flip chart. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So, thank you so much again.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to introduce my grandmother, Lena Mosayan. Thank you. UWC Dilijan is special to her since 3 of her grandchildren, Alen, Karen, and me, have studied here and saw the opening, the 5th anniversary, and the 10th anniversary, respectively. In 2019, she hosted a project week in her home village, Narshan, in Georgia, further connecting our community. So please enjoy my grandmother singing Ble Yaman.
Yamin yega karagi pes vai dole yaman yega hasa Yar vay dale yaman yekav hasav churzo Yar.
My name is Hermine Mantasyan. I am from Dilijan. I work in UWC since 2014. I'm day house parent and house parent. I always said that we can divide Dilijan into period of time before UWC and after UWC. Very simple example, all my niece and nephews somehow know what kind of community UWC, and they want to learn English. They want to continue their education abroad. Dilijan become more developed, more known in different parts of the world. It's like a kid you saw when he was newborn, and now he's already 10 years old, almost teenager.
I, from the beginning, joined with tremendous gratitude to the school, realizing and understanding the fact that this is an educational center that will put Armenia to a special place on the world map as an educational center that would impact on our country, on our youth, on our future.
I can say that every single year is unique, and it has been unique. But what I like about UWC now is having kids of different ages at the school running around and being them involved that much in the life of our students.
Ես Լիլիան եմ, բուժքույր եմ, Դիլիջանից եմ ու արդեն 10 տարի աշխատում եմ այստեղ։ 10 տարիների ընթացքում իհարկե բավականին մեծ փոփոխություններ են տեղ ունեցել, բազմաթիվ ձեռքբերումներ են ունեցել, բայց ուզում եմ առանձնացնեմ այս տարվա մեր ձեռքբերումը մեր միջին, տարրական միջին եւ ավագ դասարանների համար Քեմբրիջի միջազգային համալսարանի հավաստագիր ձեռքբերելն է, որը ավելի պարտավորեցնող է եւ ավելի է պարտավորեցնում ամրապնդել եւ հզորացնել կրթական մակարդակը։
Ես աշուտով կլրանայեմ այստեղ աշխատելու 10 տարին։ Սկզբից ճիշտն ասած աշխատատեղ էր, որպես աշխատանքի վայր, բայց հետո ես հասկացա, որ դա միայն աշխատանքով չի, ինձ շատ հոգեհարազատ տեղ է դառել։ Կարելի ասել դառել է երկրորդ ընտանիք։ Երբ որ բացվեց Դիլիջանում UWC դպրոցը, շատ բան փոխեց այստեղ քաղաքում քաղաքի համար, քաղաքի երեխաների համար, կրթության ոլորտում, որ երեխեքը գան սովորեն, պարապ չմնան։ Ես շատ շնորհակալ եմ այդ բարի մարդկանց, ովքեր հնարավորություն տվեցին, որպեսզի իմ երեխան նույնպես սովորի այստեղ եւ դառնա UWC մի մասը։
Ayubowan.
Barevdes.
I'm Diniti Bandaranayaka.
I'm Rangika.
My name is Ranvidu.
I'm Lakduli.
it's wonderful to see 10 of our colleagues have been working here with the school from the beginning. So thank you very much for all of them. And we, as a family, moved to Dilijan in 2016. For my job, of course, as a teacher of as a teacher of science and the head of science department. We are from Sri Lanka, and before moving to Armenia, we worked in Bangladesh. So I was studied in Sri Lanka and the UK. So while I was working, Rangika decided to continue his assignment at one of the humanitarian organizations. So initially we moved here just for 2 years. Trust me, this wonderful community allowed us to decide us to stay for longer as a young family. So this year I started working as the assistant head for IB diploma program.
I am a legal professional from Sri Lanka and the UK too. So when we arrived here in 2016, our 2 children were just 6 and 3 years old. Since then, they have grown up and bloomed in this very wonderful community and wonderful environment. As a family, we have been grown up together as well. Previously, I worked for humanitarian and development agencies. Now I'm working as a deputy head of residential life, a toon parent, and overseeing the exam responsibilities.
Meanwhile, the little school we started for our children 7 years ago has become a very big school. It is not only for our staff children, it has opened doors for many children in the region. And we are happy to say that the school that was built for 650 students is now filling up. And Ranvedu and Lakduli are getting a unique educational experience at Dilijan International School. And it is wonderful to see Ruben and Veronica's dream becoming a reality, not only for students who are 16 plus, but for small children as well.
Living in a multicultural environment from the beginning has really opened up many doors for me. It allowed me to work, learn, and make friends with students from different parts of the world.
Armenia, especially Dilijan, is my home. I grew up here for most of my life. I love all 4 seasons and the diverse culture in this small town.
So like us, for many families living in this community, this is a wonderful community to live with, and UWC Dilijan's story is a part of our story. And it's great to be a part of this special occasion and looking forward the school to fly colors for many, many decades. Thank you very much for all your support.
Good evening. My name is Yara Zabowski. I am the head of the arts department and visual arts teacher at this school. I've been with UWC Dilijan for the last 8 years, and what a fascinating journey it has been. I'm here just to give you a little bit of context to the video you've just watched. It's an incredible story that I think gives a beautiful insight into the wonderful things that are happening at this school. So let me tell you this story. Last year, we were very lucky to be visited by an artist, a researcher, Dana Masoyan Walrath, who is here in the audience tonight. And the students, being inspired by Dana's work that it was rooted in the study of genocide, the study of ethnic cleansing around the world, they started this wonderful collaboration where they used ceramics as a medium to create tiles of their own personal reflection on the topics of genocide, racism, and many other difficult topics, but also the topic of healing and overcoming trauma. But that didn't stop there. All of a sudden, we could see how other students would join in, and together they actually created a whole book in response to Dana's book, The Book of Genocides. Then, before we knew it, it spread across other departments, and we had Sushil's literature class, DS geography students, Cassie's theater class, all working together to create this platform where students and staff alike could reflect on these very difficult topics. And so, after that, wonderful things happened. We had students creating poems, collecting testimonies from their families, remembering the Holocaust, the Armenian genocide. We had student musicians writing songs about it. We had, of course, Cassie's theater class creating a production on the very same issues that will be screened tomorrow, so I encourage you all to go and watch it. I would like to thank my colleague Yolanda and also Samvel for helping us to display this installation in the atrium, and I again encourage you all to go and see it installed. So with this, I think you can see how really within the school, its commitment to creativity, to innovation, to working cross the departments, cross curricula, cross cultures, is really a reality. It's not just words, it's not just notions, not just ideas. It's very much alive and present at this school. So with this, here's many more years to creativity, connection, growth, and development. My dear UWC Dilijan, happy birthday.
3, 2, 1, 1. You're not running.
What are we saying? Happy birthday from the top?
Yeah, happy birthday from the top. That makes no sense.
From the top of the mountain?
Top of the mountain. Okay. Top of the mountain.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday from the top of the
I don't want it.
When I first came here, I knew everything is going to change.
I'd never heard of Armenia, and I was like really excited to find out more about this place.
I'm really blessed because I'm here, and the things that school offered me and the people, generous people of Armenia. I'm really happy about this. And happy birthday, Dilijan!
UWC Dilijan Happy birthday.
This last year has all of the emotions and excitement of a roller coaster, or as we say in Spanish, una montaña rusa. Happy birthday, UWC Dilijan. Feliz cumpleaños.
Happy birthday to the Science Department.
UWC has been the best experience of my life so far, and I'm very, very grateful for the way it made me perceive the world. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, UWC Dilijan. Parabéns. A kiss from Portugal.
Happy birthday, UWC Dilijan.
Happy
birthday, Dilijan.
Happy birthday to you, UWC Dilijan.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Another wave. Happy birthday to you, UWC Dilijan. Happy birthday to you. That was so like. Happy birthday, UWC Dilijan. Happy birthday.
2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, UWC. Happy birthday to you.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marcos dos Santos, as you can see, class of 2016. Jana was very kind to remind me that today is the World Teachers' Day, and because of that, I would like to congratulate our UWC Dilijan teachers. A round of applause, please. Thank you for teaching us, inspiring us, allowing us to learn what it is like to live. Today, I prepared a little speech, I guess, but I wanted to be very brief. So today, perhaps I speak to all of you, perhaps to some of you. I come from a really faraway region in the world, over 37 hours of flight. It took me in 2014. I come from Brazil. I come from a less privileged background, like many of you, having had to study in a bathroom due to the lack of a library in my school, as well as a quiet space. I barely spoke English when I came to Dilijan. I didn't even know how to say I wanted to go to the bathroom. So I had some issues at some points. I was also born with a 20 centimeter difference in femur length. And if you allow me, I would like to show you the prosthetics or the brace that I've always worn ever since I was a kid, just to show and demonstrate my point, if you allow me. If I wanted to make it a limitation, I could easily do so. I would just have to tell my brain that I can't, but I choose every day to say that I can. I speak with those that struggle with their language, and that's why I'm trying to speak slowly. And I speak with those that struggle with their physical appearance, their capabilities, and those that dream of a better world. 2 years after UWC Dilijan, let me rephrase this. 2 years after 2014, I graduated from UWC Dilijan. 6 years after 2014, I graduated from college having been an office assistant, a teaching assistant, a research assistant, a graduation chief marshal, having had many honor scholarships, medals, being part of honor societies, and the top 10% of my graduation class of 1,600 people. 8 years after I earned my master's in aerospace engineering from the world's top aircraft design laboratory. And 10 years after 2014, I work at the company that pioneers sustainable aerospace for a safe and united world. Also happens to be the leader in its industry, Airbus. Probably some of you have flown in our planes. Today, my work impacts millions of people, and I really find a purpose, and it is a dream. 10 years after 2014, I come before you to speak and convince you that everything is possible. Take the hardest challenges for yourself, really do. But be gentle with yourself, and please be gentle with the world as well. Congratulations, UWC Dilijan, on one more of many wonderful years.
Hi. So, my name is Noor Musa. I graduated from UWC Dilijan in 2018, and I came back last year after earning my math degree from Rochester University in New York. Thank you. Before coming to this school, I grew up as a refugee in Lebanon from Sudan, and I can tell you that I'm very grateful for all the love, the support, the care that I have received from this school, as well as UNHCR. Thank you. During my time here as a student, I had wonderful teachers, I had wonderful peers as well, and I would argue that through my interactions with them, I learned how to be more empathetic towards other people. So in return now, I try to extend the empathy that I have received towards my own students right now. So I currently serve as a math teacher for middle schoolers, and I know that math is not the easiest of subjects. Maybe some of you can relate with that. So, thank you. So what I try to do, my students come from various backgrounds, so what I try to do is to make the subject less stressful and less difficult for them whenever I can. So they really give me a purpose to live for, and I really love to be around them too. Thank you very much.
My name is Paula Leguizamo, and And I'm also part of the UWC Dilijan class of 2018, and I also came back last year, not to teach math, but to teach philosophy and theory of knowledge. My journey after UWC Dilijan continued at home, and while I was pursuing my teaching degree in philosophy, I began to understand another side of the UWC movement when I started to volunteer for my national committee. At that point was when I realized that UWC not only gave me a wonderful education, but it also opened the doors to a worldwide movement and that shares a great commitment. And I began to understand more of how important it is for us to understand education as a force to unite people, nations, and cultures for peace and sustainable future. And I was not going to say the entire mission here, but I guess that it just came out of me. Because that's really what I'm here for. That's really what I want us to commit, and that's what UWC means to me. It's a commitment through life to live by our values. So I want to thank UWC Dilijan and congratulate on this occasion. Thank you for opening the doors of this movement to us and for all the opportunities that it has given us. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ivy. I'm from the United States originally, and like Marcos, I first came to Armenia 10 years ago, and just a little bit, in 2014 to become part of the inaugural class of UWC Dilijan. And to be specific, August the 18th, 2014, I remember that day incredibly well. I remember the faces I saw in the airport. I remember the people that we drove past on the first bus ride here when I'd never been to this place before. And I remember the welcome that we got from some people who were still at the school. I wanted to say thank you to everyone for welcoming us in that way. It was an experience like no other to be there at the very beginning. We had no idea what we were starting, but we knew we were starting something. And I actually had the honor to speak at the very first opening ceremony 10 years ago. And I thought at that time, I've never been in a room like this one. I've never been in a room full of people like this room. And very few times in your life do you get to say that I have been again. It happened for a second time. So thank you all for being here tonight. That was 10 years ago, and graduated 8 years ago to this day. When I picture home, I have a second home, and it's here. I picture golden fields, dark green mountains, ripe plums hanging over garden gates. And when I picture the world, I see faces. And that's the difference that UWC makes for us. It makes the world a place full of people that you know and people that you love. I'm from a rural area in the United States. It's not a place where people travel internationally. It's not a place with very many educational opportunities, unfortunately. And it's a place that many people don't leave. In fact, maybe their whole lives. I never thought I would. I thought going abroad happens to other people. You know, wealthier people, better educated people, not me. I got a pamphlet in the mail one day. And a few years later, I had lived on several continents. I had lived with people from at least 10 different countries. I had grown passionate about conflict transformation, and I attended university to study peace, conflict, and coexistence, inspired by my time in Armenia. But I couldn't have done any of that on my own. I never could have been able to attend UWC without financial aid. Now, for me, that came largely from the Shelby Davis Scholarship and Foundation. And though he's not here tonight, I have to say a huge thank you to Mr. Shelby Davis for me personally, because I got to meet him here 10 years ago, and none of it could have happened without him. I, like many students, was given full tuition here, and that let me immerse myself in this place. It let me take advantage of these opportunities, and the support continued. When I went to university in the US, I, like many, many students who attend UWCs, received further funding from the Davis Foundation. And with that assistance, I was able to complete my degree and be the second generation in my family that got to do so.
Thank you. Thank you.
So on behalf of all students, past, present, future as well, a special thank you to Mr. Shelby Davis, but to all of our donors, because you've made this possible. You built this institution. You created our experience here. Everything from the classrooms where we were given new ideas, new ways to think, to the dormitories that became homes, to the medical center that cared for us many hours of the day and the night, and down to the smallest stones in the footpath that you walked coming up here. Last night I walked that footpath for the first time in 8 years. As I came through the sidewalk through Dilijan, the ground under my feet changed texture, and I thought, I'm home. So if you contributed in any way to a single stone of this place or a single experience, you've impacted all of us, directly or indirectly. And your impact is felt a long way from here and a long time from now. Thank you. I'm not done. The first stones, of course, were laid by Ruben and Veronica, and they were joined by others who believed in the power of transformative education. And some of the earliest to join them were the Afeyan family. You may be familiar with their names from some small elements of their work, if Moderna rings a bell. However, they've been involved with UWC Dilijan from the beginning, and I have a special announcement to make tonight that the Afeyan family has pledged an additional $2 million to support UWC Dilijan, and furthermore, $500,000 more of matched funding. So when we raise that next $500,000, recent alumni, yeah, that's us, then we'll receive those funds as well. Thank you for your gifts. This is a special gift. It's a gift of opportunity. And we feel it a long time after we're here. Current students, you're here for a short time, and it will never feel long enough. But donors, supporters, friends, we always remember it, and we carry your gifts with us everywhere we go. And we look to you. We see your stance, and we hope to follow in your footsteps.
I'm Aram Petrosyan, a proud member of the 2023 generation from Yerevan, Armenia. I hope you can hear me well, and I hope that my unique accent can be comprehended. My speech is unique because it wasn't given to me naturally. It was given through hard work and literally thanks to the race. And my pronunciation is a little bit different because even with those magical aids, I still can't hear to the fullest. But today, I hope that you can hear me well. And I wouldn't be able to hear the melody or feel that gravitational force if it wasn't for the strangers who decided to help me and my family with a scholarship. To you, dear donors, it is hard to say thank you, believe me. I hope that one day I will also be able to help someone like me to feel that gravitational force, the power of education, the wealth of having friends from all over the world, and the pleasure of living in a beautiful campus like this. But honestly, it's not really the beauty of the buildings or the great forest. It's actually the people. who have created the UWCD and who work every day to maintain its facility and who work tirelessly for our well-being, our health, our food, and our progress. That's you, our staff, board members, college leadership team, and of course, the founder. You were brave enough one day to bring UWC to Dilijan, and you're winning every day, making Dilijan the city of UWC. Thank you, and God bless you.
Good evening, dear UWCD community. My name is Artyom Petrosyan, and I am honored to welcome all of you from this stage as a proud father of Aram Petrosyan, who graduated in 2023. He is sending his warmest wishes from McAllister College, Minnesota, where he does his studies on the Shelby Davis Scholarship by pursuing a degree in urban studies. And his long journey over the ocean started right here in Dilijan. UWC is a place and the school that opened up a lot of opportunities, not only for our son, but to a lot of young people all over the world. You know, where I was 18 and I still remembered how to use a comp. I was lucky to get an invitation to study in University of Prague. It was a really, really good gift for a young man like me, a young man who was eager of knowledge, who wanted to open the world, to discover the world. But you know, there was a problem. My family couldn't afford the required amount, so there were nobody about us, around us, to help me, to support us. And now, because of his hearing, because of his hearing problem, Aram has always needed to work harder to achieve academically. And when he was accepted in UWC, we, as a normal parent, was somehow preoccupied. We have some preoccupation how he will deal far from the home, far from us. But now, when we are looking back to his 2 years here in Dilijan, we can maybe say confidently that from very first moment he enters these doors, he was welcomed by wonderful people who supported him, starting from Estimate Assyrian family, his personal sponsors, and we are thankful to him, starting from staff, starting from teachers, starting from his classmates, and thanks to all these people around him, he was able finally to hear this true melody of this wonderful place. UWC Dilijan instilled in him confidence, self-belief, and most of all, the willingness to focus on his abilities rather than on his limitation. Also, this history can seem a little bit personal, but I have a strong belief that right now we represent a lot of many families, many parents who had benefited somehow from the kindness of founders of UWC Dilijan, from kindness of Mr. Ruben Vartanyan and Veronica Zonabend, and all other many supporters, both local and international. Today, once again, when we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of this school, we really should to raise our voice together for freedom of Mr. Ruben Vartanyan by saying him thank you for these wonderful opportunities, not only for our children, it's an opportunity for our children, thank you, for our children to dream bigger maybe, to look farther and to achieve more. than ever we can imagine. So, once again, thank you and congratulations.
Բարի երեկո, սիրելիներ, ես էլ Արամի մայրիկն եմ, Կարինե Հարությունյանը, երբ UWC Դիլիջանը բացվում էր 2014 թվականին, ես աշխատում էի Armnews հեռուստաընկերությունում եւ շանս ունեի լուրերը մի փոքր ավելի շուտ լսելու։ Եվ ահա նկարահանող խումբը վերադարձավ Դիլիջանից եւ մի քիչ հետո ես լսեցի առաջին սաների խոսքը եւ տեսա նրանց մոնտաժային սենյակում։ Ես անկեղծ ասած երանի տվեցի նրանց եւ նրանց ծնողներին։ Ես չգիտեմ երանի բառը անգլերեն ունի ինչ-որ համարժեք թե ոչ, բայց ովքեր հայերեն են խոսում, լավ կհասկանան ինձ համար երանին դա ցանկությունների աղոթքի եւ ձգտումների միասնությունն է։ Ես իմ կյանքում էլի եմ երանի տվել, որովհետև երբ 9 ամսականում Արամի մոտ հայտնաբերվեց այդ խնդիրը, դսողության հետ կապված ծանր խնդիրը, ես երանի էի տալիս կոտրված, փշրված երազանքների առջև կանգնած, որ գոնե ինձ մայրիկ կանչի։ Եվ տարիներ անց, երբ որ ես մի ֆիլմ էի պատրաստում նկարիչ Վազգեն Բաշբեուկ Մելիքյանի մասին, կարդացի նրա մտքերից մեկը, որտեղ Վազգենն ասում էր, որ երբ մենք կոտրվում ենք, Աստված մեզ սոսնձում է։ Եվ ես հասկացա, որ այդ միտքը միացրեց իմ անցյալը իմ ներկային։ Եվ այդ սոսինձը փաստորեն հանդես եկավ արաբկիր բժշկական համալիրը, որտեղից ի դեպ UWC Դիլիջանի դոկտոր Նառան է նաև, եւ այդ արաբկիրի մասնագետները բռնեցին մեր ձեռքը եւ մեզ տարան առաջ։ Արամը սկսեց խոսել, մանկապարտեզ ու դպրոց գնաց, Սեբաստացի կրթահամալիր եւ ահա իմ այդ երանության օրից, երանի տալու օրվանից ուղիղ 7 տարի անց նա ընդունվեց UWC Dilijan։ Եվ դա անհնար կլիներ, եթե չլինեին ընդունող հանձնաժողովի պրոֆեսիոնալները, եթե չլիներ այն մանկավարժական եւ ադմինիստրատիվ եւ ընդհանուր այս թիմը, այս հաստատության, որոնք արեցին ամեն ինչ, որպեսզի Արամի եւ մյուս սաների ակադեմիական առաջընթացը եւ կյանքը այստեղ առաջ գնա։ Եվ իհարկե դա չէր լինի, իմ կարծիքով հնարավոր չէր լինի, եթե չլիներ UWC Հայաստանի ազգային կոմիտեն եւ չլինեին բարերարները։ Ասիրյան ընտանիք, դուք մեզ անծանոթ եք, մենք ձեզ չենք ճանաչում, բայց դուք արեցիք դա Արամի եւ մեզ համար անշահախնդրորեն եւ նվիրաբար։ Ես միշտ մտածել եմ, որ շնորհակալություն եւ սեր բառերը չունեն չափ ցույց տվող ածական, բայց այս դեպքում թույլ տվեք ասել հոգաչափ շնորհակալ ենք։ UWC-ին Հայաստան բերող մեր սիրելի Ռուբեն եւ Վերոնիկա, Նուբար եւ Աննա, դուք մեր աղոթքների մեջ եք։ Սիրելի Ռուբեն, ես այն ծնողն եմ, որ ձեր ճակատագրական որոշման օրը 2022 թվականի սեպտեմբերի 3-ին օդանավակայանում մոտեցել եմ ձեզ եւ անձամբ ասել եմ շնորհակալություն։ Այս պահին ես երանի եմ տալիս, որ դուք շուտապույտ վերադառնաք եւ լինի խաղաղություն։ Շնորհակալություն եւ շնորհավորում եմ։
It's very emotional today. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, dear friends. It's a great honor for me to stand before you and to express on behalf of Ruben and myself my deepest gratitude. For all of you to be part of this journey. It's a bittersweet occasion for me, since our family and I, that Ruben can't share this celebration today. But in the spirit of resilience, love for humanity, and belief in the future, which Ruben always cherished, we should celebrate this 10th anniversary today, because it's a big achievement of all of us that we passed this journey, which was challenging very often. But I believe that we have a long road in front. And your presence here and your support, especially in these challenging times, means a lot for us and gives a lot of strength and gives the courage to move forward. Thank you very much. Let us reflect today and remember people who are not with us and whose vision, support helped us to be where we are today. Let us remember our dear Vartan Gregorian, Colin Jenkins, and Charles Navour. They were not just supporters, they were dear friends, champions of the education, and advocates for peace. Their memories live on this work we do every day. I want also us to remember people who are not with us, many who lost their lives due to recent wars and conflict. And their absence should remember us that the importance of work we all do here today. And also let us think about it and understand the importance and how vital the job we all do here today. 10th anniversary is a significant milestone for the young school as us. And you are our dear friends today, because you are here today because you all believe in transformative power of education. Yet, we are only at the beginning of our journey. We planted the seeds. We planted the seeds for our grandchildren, not even children, and something that we created and continue to create here will change the world. We nurture the leaders, young leaders now who will make the world better and who will work hard for peace everywhere. Here in UWC Dilijan, we offer more than just education in the classroom. We build bridges and foster understanding across the borders. We create here base for mutual understanding. People who come from different parts of the world, of different economic background, and they become friends, supporters to each other, and they create such a strong community that can move mountains and make better future. I want also to speak about gratitude. Gratitude is a virtue which is cherished by all faiths. And it is central for our shared humanity. In this spirit, let us be thankful for success we have achieved, despite the challenges we have faced. And I want to offer heartfelt thanks to generous donors who have supported this incredible school. Your belief in our mission and commitment to education have made a lasting impact. For that, we are profoundly grateful. Thank you again. Thank you very much for your time and for your generosity. I would like also to thank all the board members, past and present, who have given so much within the last decade. Your guidance, dedication, and unwavering support have been instrumental in shaping the school into what it is today. Please, governors, committee members, come to the stage. Honorary governors as well. Nubar, Manfred, please. We all do this together, and there's to have hours of discussions and conversations. I want to also thank my family for support and my daughter, who is with Ruben's daughter, Masha, came especially for one day today. Thank you. And also, finally, I want to express gratitude and say big thank you for the team, all the community of UWC Dilijan, but also especially for the team that worked day and night and hardly worked to make this celebration. So I want to ask Жанна O'Cleary. Жанна. Who let Жанна? She's very cross with me because I went out, I'm naughty, went out of the proper, of the agenda. Жанна. So thank you very much. And also, Жанна, all the team. Call them.
Thank you.
Huh?
Yes, it's not me, it's the whole team, it's the whole school, and Arpen, Tativik, Satinik, and Patil, who is with the sound. Thank you.
Yeah, I was asked whether I'm very tired during these days, but thanks to the team that dedicated their several months for that, I'm not tired very much. So we are moving forward. Yeah.
What they're doing, okay. The kids are going to dance. Okay.
Мы сейчас сделаем фотографию, не
Фотографии, да, но вам надо...
Почему?